Well, hello everyone. Hello Fayez, we are very happy to have you today on this stage to exchange on AI in your industry. First of all, before deep diving in the discussion, can you just start by introducing who is Sadara, what do you do, your mission and what you deliver?
Thank you very much, Alex. It's great to be here. Appreciate the opportunity. Before I start, just if I doze off or say things that doesn't make sense, my apology. I just literally arrived and I had my board yesterday, so I survived it. So I'm still disoriented. So Sadara is a joint venture between Saudi Aramco, as most of you know it, the world leader when it comes to energy, and Dow Chemical from the US also. They are the world leader in chemicals. We are a chemical company. We're around $22 billion in terms of assets, and we produce chemicals that you guys are either sitting on or you're using in your daily life. So this is what we do for a living.
Excellent. So just to start the discussion on AI, if you take one step back, how do you see AI in your industry, and how do you see AI can help on which territory in your business?
In our industry, we've always been in the forefront in terms of deployment of technology in all aspects of it. It's an industry that takes both safety, health, environment, and reliability very seriously. We deal with chemicals that are both dangerous and very important. And it's a very competitive industry. You have to be in the front of that technology and make sure that you produce products that to the liking of the consumers, and we have to produce it competitively. So AI is definitely a welcomed development in our industry. It will help us in areas that is of great importance to us. We evolved to be in a mode of reaction. You have an issue, you investigate, you try to fix it. So with AI, we're hopeful that we're going to get to proactive way of managing our business in a way that is going to give us an edge in terms of bringing the technology, our efficiency in terms of energy consumption to the maximum possible.
Thank you. We see different ways to use AI, sometimes to test, to innovate, to see how far a process can be transformed. But in the meantime, you need to run operation on a daily basis. So how do you operate to balance innovation in one end, but also to secure operational stability?
Great question. And that is a topic that is in constant debate. As I said, it's what we do is very dangerous business, and we cannot just adopt technology. So one thing you will find us in this industry that are very tough to accept new technologies. We always demand for use case proof. We want to see demonstration of the capability of the technology. And even when we start to adopt it, what we typically do, we use sandbox approach where we test it in a safe way, and then we deploy it also in a constrained way to make sure that it does add value and create the anticipated change before we fully deploy it. So that is the typical stages we go through.
Thank you. Let's talk now about maybe your employees. To make it run, of course, you need to onboard, equip your employees. A good mix, I guess, of what, let's say, blue collar, white collar. What are your initiatives to help them to be more empowered with AI?
one good thing is maybe in my organization, I'm the oldest. So, so the technology resistance, it's not there. I mean, the majority of our employees are young and aspiring, and they look at technology as part of a daily event that they have to deal with. So that helps a lot. The other thing is we are in constant discussion and having a debate among the management with middle management about what would be the upscaling methodology that we have to do with our employees. A typical issue that we are confronted with, and a lot of people talk about it, I'm sure that it has been talked about in the conference, would be, is this technology going to replace humans? I'm not going to get into that debate. It's beyond me. In nature, I'm positive. I think it will help us, and it's not going to replace us. Because humans are resilient, and technology throughout history never replaced humans. So, as I said, the first point, younger generation, they are technology savvy. We are helping them through also upscaling of their skills. And lastly is we're sharing with them why that technology will make them better employees. So there is a direct benefit where people that they see this as not a competition, but rather a help for them.
Very clear. And in parallel of, I would say, supporting your teams, I know you are working hardly on creating partnership on AI. Can you tell us more what kind of partnership and what do you expect from this partnership to accelerate your AI transformation?
So for Sadara, when we talk about partnership, goes into different levels. We're fortunate to have parents that are in the forefront of all aspects of the technology. I'm talking about whether Aramco or Dow. So we're in constant discussion and exchange of best practices. Of course, they have deeper pockets, so they can sometimes do things that we cannot afford, but then we can go back to them and learn from them, and we exchange knowledge there. The other thing is with the technology companies, also we get approached by a lot. Given who we are as a company, our size, our impact, our ownership, I'm happy that we get a lot of companies that are approaching us and they want to use Sadara as a place where they can prove concepts and things like this. So from that aspect, it's adding significant value to us because then we're not starting from scratch. We're adopting technologies that has been proven elsewhere. So in an industry like ours, in a technology like this, collaboration is of paramount importance. As I said earlier, we don't want to be the first to discover that something is not working. So that's why collaboration makes a lot of sense.
Very clear. When talking about transformation, we often say that you need to rethink process, you need technology, but before that or on top of that, you need to adapt a culture. And transforming the culture in a company to make it, I would say, AI friendly or with a positive mindset regarding AI is often a challenge. Can you tell us how you address this topic of acculturation or changing the culture at Sadara?
Again, as I introduced Sadara, at the heart of Sadara, it's a manufacturing company that manufactures chemicals, and the process itself is complex and requires a lot of fine-tuning. Reliability and safety are of paramount importance. And the majority of people working in our industry, they tend to be hard-headed, difficult, and resistant. The resistance to change is very high, because you talk to them, they tell you, I'm operating facility that is sensitive. Do you want to experiment with me? And then you get to the intimidation part. You are the CEO, you want something to go wrong, and it becomes an interesting discussion. But again, what's really happening in that part of the industry is people seeing AI on a daily basis. Even the head of manufacturing in Sadara, he uses all type of AI in his daily basis. So it became a little bit more easier to have the conversation, because it's part of our daily life now. On the old days, you have specialized technology in a specialized way people cannot affiliate with, but that is helping a lot. And as I said, younger generation, willingness to adopt technology, so it's working.
Thank you. And I have a last question for you. Looking forward, large project, the future in the next 10 years. In your mind, what will make Sadara a winning AI company, and how do you see the difference and how to make it work versus, I would say, non-AI compliant players?
Two areas that are of paramount importance to our industry, that we have to continue to be as competitive as possible, because it's a very difficult industry to compete, and it's an industry that's going through an oversupply situation, and you have to be able to produce in one place, move it, ship it, deliver it in another continent in the most effective, cost-effective possible way. Also, we are expected to be in forefront of sustainability emissions part of the equation, and all of these are very important to us. So AI will help us in a tremendous way. So in my view, and I think I speak in behalf of a lot of the industry leaders, AI is not nice to have, it's a must have, and the people who can figure out a way to adopt it early days, be in the forefront, scale it up fairly quickly, and have it impactful in their industry, they're going to win. And in our industry, you don't want to come late. I mean, if you are a year or two late, someone else took your place. So this is what we're going through, and this is what I think is going to happen in short time.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Fayez. It was very interesting to hear you on a concrete transformation. Do you have a last word you want to share on your coming project and priorities?
Thank you very much. Nothing to say further. I appreciate the opportunity, and I wish you all a fantastic day in a beautiful Paris.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.